tried to carry away a tired thought, and instead carried up a tiny tumbled tune. Moonbeam hummed it back.
The tune fits snugly around his heart, the way a small blanket fits around a sleepy cub. As they listened, a cluster of stars winked in a slow pattern.
And Moonbeam felt very clearly that the universe sometimes speaks in blinked sentences and patient spaces.
They followed the tune down a ladder of moonbeams, each step a whisper, and arrived at a hidden glen where the petals of night blooms opened one by one. Like a greeting there, a wood mouse with whiskers like birch twine waited with a lantern made of a seashell and a single soft candle.
The mouse bowed for travelers, she said, placing the lantern
At their feet, light keeps the path gentle.
Moonbeam and Nettie sat beside the mouse and listened to a story she told, not with long words, but with the way her paws arranged seeds and pebbles into shapes.
It was a story about how the creek learned to carry leaves, and how the leaves learned they were not lost but becoming part of the current's memory.
It was a story of small changes folding into greater calm.
Time in that glen moved like warm syrup, thick enough to savor and slow enough to count. When Moonbeam yawned, the yawn made a soft ripple that tickled Nettie's toes. The owl closed her eyes for a mere thread of a second, and then opened them with a smile that said,
"You may rest if you wish."
They pressed on through a corridor of tall ferns that whispered lullabies with every sway. Moonbeam noticed his wings were less nervous.
They lay like folded promises in the heart of the ferns. A pool reflected not only stars, but the quiet shape of their own faces.
Their reflections blinked back with the contentment of a day well withstood.
Near the pool, a gentle deer walked soundlessly out of the dim.
Her coat was dotted with the soft glow of moon fragments, and she moved with patient music. She dipped her head and touched Moonbeam's nose with the tip of her velvet muzzle.
A small bell around her neck chimed once, and the note sank like a pebble into a deep pond, turning little ripples into wide, leveling circles.
May your dreams go where they should, she said, meaning the soft places that keep the world tender. May you find that every light you meet tonight gives back calm.
As they returned the way they had come, the forest arranged itself into a comfortable shape for sleep.
The path's crumbs of moonlight led them home, and each step home seemed to tuck in a corner of the dark. Nettie's wings draped over Moonbeam's back like a shawl of stars. The silver maple waited, its large roots open like folded arms.
At the foot of the tree, they found that the hush had settled properly over everything. Even the frogs had finished their quiet concert. Only one last plink remained, as if the forest were closing a book. Moonbeam curled his tail around the pebble pouch, and Nettie tucked her head beneath her wing.
The snail slid past once more, leaving another trail of tiny blooms that smelled faintly of sleep.
Thank you, Moonbeam whispered to the night,
"Thank you for showing me how slow can be kind."
"Thank you."
Nettie replied, and her voice was the color of paring rain.
Above them, the first star blinked a small, steady blink. It was not distant, but close enough to be kind, as if it had leaned in to make sure their breaths had evened out.
Moonbeam yawned a deep book, soft yawn, the kind that folds up the restlessness into neat soft balls.
Moonbeam and his friends let the hush fill them. The maple leaves rocked in a hush hum, a perfect cradle song.
One by one their eyes closed, dreams came carrying gentle lessons, that curiosity is a lantern, that friendship is a soft path, and that nature's slow rhythms are a safe place to rest. If you listen very closely, you can hear the trail still, just a faint rustle like pages turning. It moves on to find other sleepy travelers, offering a path that teaches settling, a map that ends in a porch of starlight, and the friendly company of a dragon and an owl who learned that the best part of adventure is coming home.
Good night, let your breath be a pebble in a stream. Let it ripple, watch it go, and sleep in the soft, steady hush.
Sweet